So it's weird to show up and there are actually people here. That's kind of bananas. I mean, I guess I didn't expect that, which is strange. Hi, how are you? Do I look different? Tell me I look different. There's got to be a way to tell for sure if I look different, right? Geo, I don't know why you're talking about it as being. See, you're giving away the surprise, Geo. So I'm live and it's strange. You know what this feels? It feels like it has that feel when I come here and there's actually people waiting and then I arrive. I don't arrive. I didn't come down a fucking staircase or anything. But at the same time, it feels like when the Joker sends out one of those messages where he interrupts the news, and the Joker's just—it's just because I hear it's just the screen, and it's like, then it just says, go live, and it starts spinning a little thing, and all of a sudden you're live. So I picture like the Joker just sitting in, because again, that is another thing too. When you think about the fact that the Joker had to send those videos, he had to shoot the Smilex video. Now, look, I've worked on a television show and I've worked on many commercials. The Joker had to get the sand to set up. The Joker had to have a guy in charge, and this is in the '89 movie. All right, we're going back. We're going to Nicholson Joker. When he filmed the Smilex commercial, the Joker had to take a day to do that. That wasn't just like a hit and run operation. That was the Joker literally buying a beach umbrella, buying a fucking lawn chair, importing sand into Gotham City, which is absolutely not an easy task. I have been to Gotham City. You think you're going to find sand just anywhere? Absolutely not. You can go to fucking Gotham Rockaway Beach, try to make that happen. But the Joker had to film a commercial. Took a whole day. Like he had to get cameras. He had he busted in the transmission, I think, or no, he didn't there. There he sent the video to the news station and assumed they'd play it. Because, the Joker's, a lot of his plans, even in The Dark Knight, when he beats up the fat Batman, what's the guy's name, Roy or whatever the fuck, and then he killed, and O'Brien, his name's Brian, and then he fucking yells at him, and he's like, we're not scared of you, and he goes, you will be, Brian, you will be. It's fucking awesome. And then he kills Brian and just laughs like a fucking psychopath, which is awesome. But at the same time, the Joker then has to take that video and go to the post office or maybe FedEx and have that video sent to a goddamn television station. I mean, what do you do? That means the Joker has busy work. And I know he's got the henchmen and shit like that. But at some point, one of the henchmen has to go, look, Joker, I can't mail another letter for you. I apologize. This is fantastic. Can I go kill a dude? How come everybody else gets to kill dudes and I'm stuck licking fucking envelopes and stuffing stamps? That makes no fucking sense. You could be licking stamps and stuffing envelopes too if you wanted to do it that way. Look, I'm not a henchman. I don't know how they work. All right, well, let's check into the chat room. Everybody was like, oh, there's Murph, there's Henshaw, Liana's here. Hey, South Philly is here. Jill is here. Thank you. Hi, Jill. Yay. I wasn't always late. I was here, dude. Fuck that. Hey, Jeremy, hi. Jeremy's like, he wrote me on Twitter. He's like, I'll try to make it to the live stream this week. And it's super cool, and I'm glad he made it appointment viewing. But at the same time, I wasn't late. I get here at like 6:01. I mean, I was like right here. Blame YouTube at the little spinneroo. All right. What do you mean you were going to give me? No, you're going to give it to me, buddy. I'm going to get that punctuality money. Hi, Matt. Hi, Jill. Look at everybody saying hi to one another. It's like the Waltons were all together. That bro, why is my mic was late? I'm not late, Jeremy. For fuck's sake. It does look like there's a spotlight. Well, it's because the lights. All right, let's do this. It's going to be different this time, Liana, and everybody else from weeks past. Like before, all right, well, I'll just explain to you. I don't know if Geo did. Geo did, whatever the fuck. There's a webcam now, which I actually bought because we were going to do Twitch and streaming games and stuff, which is still on the agenda. I just need to learn how to do it and have somebody show me everything. I mean, again, young Jaden, terrific kid, but he's busy, and I haven't contacted him since I got back from Toronto. Because it just seems fucking weird that I would call the guy and be like, hey, Jaden, come on over. Well, it's not weird. He'll help. I know that he wants to. But this week, Gio's like, dude, we got to bust out that. Well, actually, I'll tell you exactly what Gio said. Gio goes, you got to use that webcam, man. You're cheating the fans. You're cheating the fans by putting out a bad stream and they're not going to come back. And I'm like, dude, could you maybe not address it that way? He does it to me all the time. Like, we'll be texting. And look, is it partly me? Maybe. I have no idea. Maybe I read texts poorly. But he also will send stuff, and he argues so fiercely his point that eventually one time I said to him, hey, could you stop calling me a fucking dumbass? I mean, that would be really great. And he's like, I'm just trying to get my point across. I'm like, I get your point, but dude, I mean, you're just fucking hammering me with text blows, and that's no fun. In between all of his gay analogies and telling me I'm a dumb fuck, sometimes Gio's a tough sit. All right, hold on. I did set up the webcam, Jeremy. It was still in the box. Now it's out of the box. Let's see. So, anyway, Liana, yeah. So, different. There's a webcam, so I can't pick up the laptop and walk around my fucking apartment now. I can't do that sort of thing. So, if anybody goes, "Hey, we want to see your bathroom," unfortunately, you can't. I know all of you were hoping, champing at the bit, going, "Please, Mike, make this be the week you show us your bathroom." This is not the week to show you my bathroom. I will. You know what? I'll show you my bathroom tomorrow, because my cleaning lady's coming in the daytime. Very excited about that. Daisy will be here. That's part of the completing of the apartment. With 90% of it done, like I've mentioned before, they're going to come in, they're going to do all the vacuuming and a bunch of cleaning and polishing, dusting that needs to be done. Dudes, I did grown-up shit this week. I went to fucking Target. You know what I bought? Listen, don't grow up. That's what I'm going to tell you. Don't grow up. Because, oh my God, I want to turn the camera on because there's the autistic guy with no shirt on. Oh, damn it, I didn't. Remember Steven? I told you about him once. I was sitting out there once doing the podcast because I got locked out of my fucking apartment and whatever the fuck. And then he came up. It's the only time he's ever talked to me. I've said hi to him a million times. He never said anything, but then he saw me on a microphone and he wanted to talk. Again, you know me. I feel bad for fucking whistleheads and anybody who's got bullshit going on in their brain. I don't want a Down syndrome kid to have a problem. I want to hug him. It's just, I can't imagine like what it would be like to go through life not being able to express yourself properly, just like a fucking half a waterhead and not knowing who to talk to. And that's just fucking a mess. So, oh God, he's going up. He's so like topless. God, I want to show you maybe. See, but the thing is, if I turn the webcam around, I don't know. You'll all get fucking vertigo and crash. Are you watching me in your car? Perhaps you are. I have no idea. But that dude, Steven, like he's now, I don't know if he's an Aspie or he's on the fucking spectrum, whatever the fuck he's got going on, but he's because he fucking dropped, like I think I told you he dropped his groceries. I think sorry, he dropped his groceries outside once, and I went to go help. And this is after he talked to me. He met me outside with the fucking microphone and said hi. I introduced myself on the air. You fucking heard that. If you listen to the podcast, I have a podcast. You aware of that? I don't know. New people might not know. What is Gio being shitty to me again? Oh, okay. Wait. There we go. Liana, there you go. Step up for me. That's great. Let's see. Mike likes making us wait. No, it's not true. The Mike Toomey Joker bit was awesome. Absolutely. The one where he does the Cesar Romero voice. It's the fucking greatest. Sal and Jill are here. That's exciting. Hi. Hey, Michelle. How are you, kiddo? Good to see you up there in Oregon, Washington, Oregon. You're near Salem. So Salem's in Oregon. Near Salem. Let's see. Danny V is here. It's exciting. Murph says it doesn't start until he gets here. That's right. The talent. It can't be late. That nothing's going on. I mean, look, I'm the Lauryn Hill of live streams. That's who I am. If Lauryn Hill had a fucking webcam sitting on top of a bunch of self-help books, then that's exactly who I am, is Lauryn Hill. You're lucky I didn't start this fucking thing at midnight, God damn it. Oh, hi, David. That's David Hernandez. He's here. And I just did a live broadcast, David. I'm glad that you showed up. Did you get a ping from your YouTube telling you that I was talking? Maybe that's what happened and you decided to arrive. Hi from Tanya and Mike in New York City, Times Square. Hi, Tanya. Hi, Mike. I don't understand why you're taking any of your New York holiday to visit me, but thank you so much. I'm glad you did. I saw photos. Here's my favorite thing. This is everything you need to know about Tanya Shabali. All right, Tanya's the best. Her husband, Mike, is the greatest. They're in Canada. They came to Cincinnati to see me. They've seen me twice in Toronto. Just the coolest, nicest, greatest people. Here's my favorite part. This is about who Tanya is as a person. She told us a story when we were in Toronto. She's like, oh yeah, I got a ticket in a roundabout, like she's all Canadian. I got a ticket in a roundabout, and now she won't go on roundabouts. She's like, I'll go 30 miles around rather than take another one because they said that the ticket, they're just not going to go ahead and do any of the rules. And I'm just like, all right, I get it. I'm making her sound retarded. She's not retarded, but that's me doing a Canadian accent. But this is Tanya. Besides the roundabout thing, dudes, she's in New York. She's in New York. New York, big city of dreams, right? Fucking, and Times Square, all that shit. You are my life. Goodbye, city life. Green Acres, whatever the fuck. She's there right now, New York. And on Facebook, she checked in at Target. I laughed out. I blurt laughed when I fucking saw it. It was just like Tanya Shabali is at Target in New York. I'm like, that's your check-in. I mean, you could have gone to Guy Fieri's restaurant. You could have been with the naked dancing cowboy, whatever the fuck. You could have been anywhere else. It's New York. It's fucking New York. The Met, anywhere at all. And you checked in from Target. It's so quintessentially Tanya. I fucking loved it when I saw it. All right. Yeah, Leanna, be nice to Mike. Exactly. Hello, Carolyn 12, be free. Thank you for showing up. I don't know who this person is, but thank you. You're new. I'm glad you're here. We got 23 people in. We got 8 likes. That's good news. Colette Lindemann is here, and it's exciting to hear here in North Carolina. Carolyn, you're in North Carolina. Are you safe? I hope you're safe. I I saw the drawing today of Hurricane Michael, which actually made me laugh because it was going to hit Florida, and I was going to write my mom and just go, haha. Remember when you made me clean up my room when I was like 9 years old? Well, now vengeance is mine. Hurricane Michael, do my bidding. Haha. Because when they name a hurricane after you, you get to take credit for all the fucking damage, and you get to be the king of that area. If I went there, if there was a Hurricane Michael, and I showed up and I'm like, dudes, I'm Michael, they'd have to. I'm like king there while all the damage is being done. Now, conversely, you have to leave before the hurricane ends, because otherwise they will kill you because of all the damage that's been done. Then they try to hang that on you. But if you just kind of hit and run it, you show up, your hurricane does all the damage, and you stand in the street and you're like, because you're in control of the fucking winds like your storm. That's great. But then when it dies down, get the fuck out of town, because then they're going to go, hey, buddy, rebuild my shed. Fuck that. So I hope you're fine, Carolyn, in North Carolina. But I saw it coming in, and pardon me, everybody, because this is going to sound terrible. I was at the gym today. You can probably tell. Anyway, so I'm at the gym, idiot. And I'm with John, and we were watching like the video, and they always have those dumb fucking videos where there's one guy in like a fucking blazer, and he's outside in the rain, he's got a hat on, and, raincoat, whatever the fuck. And then they have a woman, and she's standing there, and she's like, well, it's drizzling. But then they show a video of winds destroying a town. I mean, so in my mind, it's like, why don't you show those? Don't show the fucking people just standing there in a drizzling rain, pretending something's going to happen. You've got footage of actual badass shit going on. I saw it today on Twitter. They put up a video, dude, roofs probably we're getting torn off. Roofs are getting torn off buildings. And this guy, there's a dude, he's like far away and he's filming it, and roofs are getting torn off. And here's the worst part. Like I saw this roof, this whole fucking thing just detached. And then you just see papers come flying out of the, but this is really weird with the webcam, because like my hands and everything are part of it. Like with the fucking laptop, it wasn't that way, but now I look like I almost look like I'm in 3D. It's fucking weird, right? This is a leap up. You know what, Gio? I was incorrect. This is absolutely a leap up. I don't think it means that everybody's going to stop watching if I don't use it again. Although now that I've given them this taste, 22 people right now. 22. I lost somebody. Holy fuck! Hurricane Talk lost somebody. They were very disappointed. So I saw the roof turn off, and I saw a bunch of shit go flying in the air. And in my head, I'm just like, man, you just. Like all of your family heirlooms just got destroyed. I mean, it's bad enough your house gets destroyed, but then all your shit gets blown into the air, and it's like old. And I mean, look, I'm a guy. I just went through. Hold on, fucking yawns. God damn it! I just went through fucking 70. I just 120 fucking pounds of documents I went and shredded. So I mean, I wish a hurricane would have come through and blown them out of my fucking house. All right, let's see. Here in North Carolina, those Shabalis get around. They sure do. Kenny Fairhall, cop in Toronto. Ken was with me when I discovered the Joker video, and I'm like, dude, you see the Joker video? And he's just like, I'm a grown-up. I didn't see it. I'm like, wee, Joker. And I drew makeup on my face, and he's like, shut up. I'm having scotch out of a travel bottle, because that was the difference. Like I shared a room with Ken, and I'm like, eating like corn chips and fucking playing games on the computer. He's drinking scotch out of like a toothpaste thing that he smuggled in. He's got like a weirdly shaped badge flask, and he unscrews the top and pings shots. He smuggled scotch into the ballpark. He's like, you think I should take some scotch with me? I'm like, oh no, vodka. God damn it, it was vodka. Did he write it? It was vodka. Because it's, I guess, odorless and colorless. Because when you're a booze hound, you have to think in those terms. You have to go, what could I possibly smuggle into the ballpark? What can I bring in with me that they would not know? And I could go ahead and get fucking tanked. And Ken knows it. He had it all fucking locked down. Who the hell disliked? Somebody disliked my video already? Somebody disliked the stream? That's bad news. I don't like when a new guy shows up and dislikes the stream. Jeremy blames you, and I don't blame you. David, oh, you were looking for a Bill Burr clip? Well, go to Jill's page. She's probably got all those, because you and her like Bill Burr. Certainly a lot better than you're going to like this. Hey, Mike. Hey, Thomas Hoopman. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Or Hopman. I apologize. I saw a double O. Tommy Hopman's here. He was disappointed he couldn't. Oh, Gio bailed. Yeah, he took off maybe. He was disappointed he couldn't give away his punctuality dollars. No, he could still give them away. I said give them to me, buddy. I was punctual as far as I'm concerned. I got here, like I said, it was 60000 or 001 or whatever the fuck. Rune to boot. That's exactly right. Dave sent a cookie. All right. All right. Well, Jill, let's talk about that. I didn't think it was great that Khabib destroyed Conor. I think the sport is more interesting if Conor wins, because you always have that guy. Khabib is now the unkillable guy. There's no doubt. 27-0, and he's the favorite. He was clearly going to win. And also in MMA, wrestler gets the striker. I mean, it just fucking happens. There's nothing you can do about it. It's like on a chessboard. You got the the rook that can go like here and here, but the fucking knight is actually more powerful than the rook because it can kind of zoom around all over the place. The rook, I think the knight is actually second to the queen, correct? Why am I making a chess analogy when I don't know what I'm talking about? I'm wading into deep chess waters here. That's not fucking good, man. I just brought up a you know what? Because I'm trying to impress whatever new YouTube friends I have who wandered in. I can go ahead and go, oh, look, this is about chess. We're all eggheads here. That's fucking great. Nerds have gathered the cash for your VHS tapes. I don't even know what that means. I do. I'll get to that in a second. Danny, yeah, I wish you weren't leaving, but thank you. And you're super nice to do that. You didn't have to do that. That's always very cool. Go earn that money back at your work, and thank you. And then you know what? What time are you off, man? Maybe I'll be here when you get back. Maybe I'll just keep this goddamn thing rolling in a Valerial fucking telethon. I'll wait to see if you show up. But have a good night at work. Thank you. And we'll see you. I don't know about next week because I'm on the road next week. But maybe after that. 9 p.m. Well, here, which means I don't know where you are. Are you here? Are you by me? If you're getting called in for a 3-hour shift, you should tell him to fuck off. Your fucking internet chum is on the internet and he's broadcasting and you got to stay home and watch him. But still, have a good night at work. Thank you. That was super nice of you. I appreciate it. Dave, all right. David Fogerson says we need to put the green screen to use. That's going to happen. It's just a matter of when. This webcam thing all came together yesterday, and I wish it hadn't. I wish it had come together earlier. I should say. I wanted to use the webcam, but unfortunately, it was a chunk of the day that took out, and then I wound up starting the podcast late, and it cost me artwork and whatever the fuck. It doesn't matter. But I went ahead and did this, and then Gio's like, dude, we can totally put it in backgrounds behind you. We can put it in screens, and I just wanted to get this thing up and running. You know what I mean? I know it seems like weird baby steps. I know it just seems foolish, but I just wanted it. As long as we got this is working. We will do our best to get green screen activity behind me soon. Whatever I can get Gio to talk about it, and because again, Gio's got a fucking busy schedule. Jaden's got a busy schedule, and I'm nobody. I'm like, what am I going to do? Green screen and fucking type it the fuck out? I don't know. I'll figure it out. So nerds have gathered the cash. So the thing is, I still want to talk about Connor. So remind me, Jill, if I get away from it again, because I'm going to talk about this real quick. I have all those videotapes, and Gio says he heads a secret cabal of videotape people. And they want to transcribe them for free. And I mean, that makes no fucking sense. And I'm like, well, dude, there's a million of them. Like, I can't ship them to people and do that stuff. And he said, well, no, they'll pay for it. They'll pay for it because they want. And I go, why? What makes, because they're like digital archivists. They just want to see what you have on your videotapes. And that sounds roundabout creepy in addition to being helpful. Like, I mean, it'll be cool because I'll be able to get my videotapes. But at the same fucking time, it makes me go, God damn it. I don't know these people. And also, I don't know what's on the videotapes. I know I only made one sex tape in my life and I destroyed it. I witnessed it. Both my wife, my ex-wife, and I fucking destroyed the thing and we threw it out. So there shouldn't be any other, like, we never did that again. Okay. So these videotapes, I don't know what the fuck they can have. Some of them could be blank. I get no fucking clue. But if he wants me, he said these people want me to ship them and then they'll go ahead and they'll transcribe everything and they'll get me the footage, which is great. I don't know. I don't know to trust strangers. Like literally, like internet strangers want your personal things so they can do stuff with them. Now they're doing me a favor by transcribing them, certainly. But at the same fucking time, it kind of makes me go, yeah, I feel weird. And especially because there's fucking 100 of them. I mean, so just even shipping alone is going to be fucking $300. I don't know. It's amazing that they've offered, and you chime in because I'm gun shy. I don't know if I should trust these people, and who the fuck knows? Whatever. All right. Danny's in Nevada. All right, Danny, go out there. And are you at where are you working at the Silver Gulch? Are you at the Verada or with Vidara? I always get video things from the Vidara. I stayed at the Vidara with Jill one time, and they still send me emails. I'll be streaming him next week. Who knows? Maybe is Jake Paul's path to success. Gio, I'm gone next week. I'm in fucking San Francisco for 4 days. So Michelle's leaving and throwing in $10 for no reason. All right, Michelle, thank you for coming in for a minute. And I'm sorry you have to leave. And that's very nice of you. You don't have to do something like that. It's super cool that you did. But thank you for coming in. And I will, and you're coming here. Michelle comes here. She and I went to Venice when she was here last time. We went to Dune, to a restaurant, went down to Venice Beach, walked up and down. We saw artwork. We saw stick spinners. We saw all sorts of nonsense, homeless guys in their underwear fighting. That was great. So next time you come, obviously you said you might have something by the end of the year, but either way, keep me posted. We'll see what happens. mean, you do 11 steps and green screen will be running. Okay, digitize the tapes, hours and hours of ECW. I don't know if you know what, I think I'm going to toss the ECW because why? You said it's already on the fucking WWE networks. There's no point in digitizing the damn thing. Matt, it does sound like Videodrome, doesn't it? So let's see. Oh, so Gio, again, back to you. I'm in San Francisco for 4 days. Like, I mean, I leave Tuesday morning. I don't get back till Friday. I mean, and then I'll have to get right into the fucking car because I'll spend 4 days without making any dough. So I'm going to have to do that. I know, yes, I would prefer this to be my job. I would prefer everything else to be my job, media stuff. But, you know, I got bills to pay. So I'm going to have to do that. So I know you're shaming me in front of everybody, which is fine. Currently in the 20-year process of transferring strangers' cassettes, never knew what that made me so suspect. Nobody wants your stuff. They want timesheet and TV and tours. I enjoy the fact that this entire thing now is just coming to Gio getting mad that I'm saying things about him and defending himself in the chat room. Anybody who watches this later is going to be just like, well, I don't even know. Why am I watching a one-way argument between a guy and a ghost? That's fucking crazy. Because this gets embedded on the page and people are like, oh, a live stream. Let's tune into Mike and see what entertaining things he had to say. Oh, he got into a slap fight with his buddy Gio and everybody else fucking bailed. What a drag. We got 24 people at 11, 25. Someone's new. Someone just joined. Thank you. Stream from phone somewhere cool. But yeah, we're an hour sitting out in Alcatraz. I mean, that's what I'll do. I'll go out to Alcatraz and stream from. Want to see that from the inside of a cell in Alcatraz? Of course you would. You're going to say yes, but then how the fuck do I make that work? Hours and hours of VCW. All right, so nothing new. So Connor, you know, I watched a good card. All the fights were good. Tony fucking Ferguson was ridiculous, and he shredded Anthony Pettis. Although I root for Chaos, so I was kind of wanting Pettis to beat him. But it's so funny how the narrative of the UFC is they keep trying to sell you these fighters like when you originally saw them. Like when you saw Anthony Pettis, he was lithe, he was thin, he was quick, he was fast, he was a striker that was really exciting. And now he's thick, he's 30, he's been knocked out, he's been destroyed in some fights. And it shows, man. He's slow. He's slow on the draw. So you could see Tony Ferguson was just fucking this rolling ball of razor blades, just fucking him up. And then Pettis lands this big shot out of nowhere and puts Ferguson down. And everybody's like, goes crazy. But then Pettis tried to charge him. And then he winds up in fucking Ferguson's guard. And it's like, dude, get up. Just make him get up and keep fucking tagging him. But Pettis needed to rest himself. And I get that. It's a fight. You got to rest. He was already unloading the fucking gas tank because Tony was putting so much pressure on him. Let's see. Pettis was doing Tekken. Did you recognize it? The Black Beast. Oh, we'll talk about him in just a second. Oh, Liana, you liked episode 6? Yeah, it was 36, Vin. That was when we went ahead and we filmed a bunch of places and we posted it up. That's still actually available, right? I think. So yeah, episode 36 is I think we still have the Facebook page for it. You can put it in Facebook and it comes up. Episode 36, 40-year-old boy. And I think those videos, Gio, those got posted on the YouTube channel, right? I think they're on the 40 boy. I think that whole episode is built into one video on YouTube. I have no idea. I don't know anything about what goes on in my life or career. I didn't see the Tekken thing, Gio. I don't know which one that was. The Black Beast. That might be Sal, by the way. I don't think there's any way Jill just typed in the Black Beast. There's no way Jill wants to talk about Derek Lewis. I can't imagine her just rehabbing her ankle, just getting back into the real world and getting back into life, going, you know what? Let's talk to Mike about the Black Beast, Derek Lewis. That's exactly what I want to do. I've been waiting all week. I can't wait to talk to him about Derek Lewis. Of course it's Sal. I knew it was. All right. So again, since you said it was great that Khabib destroyed Conor, I was rooting for Conor. Since you said it was great that Derek Lewis destroyed Drago, I was rooting for Drago because I'm sure Derek Lewis is a great guy and everybody enjoys him and they love watching him fight. But for me, the Russian controlled the whole fight. Like Derek Lewis was getting tuned up constantly, and then he lands one huge haymaker in the last 15 seconds and wins. That's not. I don't like that. I like a guy to fucking tune a guy up. And I don't mind a Hail Mary comeback, but when the guy always wins fights like that, literally that's all Derek Lewis does. You know who he is? He's like the Black Homer Simpson. He just gets fucking punched and punched and punched and punched, and then he lands like the one crazy shot and he wins the whole fucking thing. And now they're gonna fuck that guy's brain up. I mean, I think I got problems with fucking Steve. Well, this dude is gonna fight Derek Cormier in a month, not even in 3 weeks. After he got hit with like 117 significant strikes, 74 to the head, and now he's gonna fight again in 3 fucking weeks. That dude, and look, because they offered him all the fucking money in the world, and that makes sense, and I don't blame him for taking it. But he is gonna get schooled. I mean, Cormier is gonna fucking massacre that guy. I don't care how much bigger than him Lewis is. Cormier is just gonna tune him up. It's gonna be ugly. And he'll probably wrestle fuck him too. He'll hit him a few times, but then he'll put him on the ground and then he'll just ground and pound the shit out of him. And Derek Lewis has no fucking gas tank, so he's going to get fucking smoked. So I don't care for that matchup. So there you go. Are you excited? I just ruined your typing of the Black Beast with exclamation points. I didn't mean to. Let's see. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. I mean, yeah, Pettis does that kind of weird shit. You know, Drago, he did it. He was pretty clean cut. It was very nice that Michelle did that. It is just like Chester Connect 4, Paulie. Paulie knows. Yeah, Pettis, that's, you know, he used to be, and this is another thing I was pissed the announcers didn't talk about. Pettis, he was known as an electric striker, and he made his bones on a kick off the cage. Like he jumped, planted with his foot, kicked off the cage, and kicked Benson Henderson in the mouth. It's fucking beautiful. If you ever get a chance to see it, see it. Well, Tony Ferguson did it twice against Pettis in the octagon. You know he meant to do it. He thought, I'm going to go do this. I'm going to use this guy's own move to fuck him up. And he landed one of them for sure. It wasn't a kick, it was a punch. But he jumped off the cage and threw like a Superman punch using the cage for leverage. It was fucking gorgeous. Like I came away from that. Now I want to see Tony fight Habib. I don't know. I've said Habib and Khabib. Habib Nurmagomedov. Yeah, okay. So I want to see Habib fight fucking Ferguson now. It's going to be amazing. And Conor, I'm calling it right now. All right, I'm calling it. Hold on. Nobody. We got 2022 left. They were like, yeah, quit talking about the Black Beast. We can go there. You know what? Someone staggered in. They don't even know me. And they're just like, the Black Beast. I don't like the word this is going to go. This is going to take a turn right now, what this guy's talking about. Here's my prediction for Conor. Because everybody's like, oh, Conor's going to do this. And because now Dustin Poirier fell out of his fight with Nate Diaz. So everybody's like, well, now he's going to get the trilogy with Nate, and maybe at New Year's Eve, because now they just announced John Jones is fighting for the title and whatever the fuck. Here's my ridiculous wild card prediction. Okay. Conor is a guy who might not fight a lot more. He might not fight a lot more times, and he wants to fight in Ireland. So look, I don't even know. I don't know much about the Irish. I don't know if it's the same there as it is here, but here's my call. And you know what? I should look at, I'm going to do it right now. Cause you know what? Cause the date is important. I need to check the date. So hold on. I apologize. You're going to make, I'm staring at this. All right. I've checked the date. Next year, St. Patrick's Day, in the biggest stadium in Ireland, Conor McGregor, Anderson Silva. I'm calling it right now. Because Anderson said he wanted to fight him. Conor said he'd be interested in fighting him. It's a big enough fight that Conor can win. It's a big enough name that can, you know, I mean, they're going to look, Conor wants to fight in Ireland, and they realize they don't have a lot of fights left with him. I mean, he's not going to fight Nate over there. Nate's never going to fucking Ireland. He's not going to fight Khabib again because Khabib's already said, I want all of the money in the world to rematch McGregor. And rightfully so. Because everybody's like, oh man, he should instantly rematch him. No, dude. Khabib needs to get all of the money on the planet to fight McGregor again because Conor never fought Aldo again. Conor's fucking tuned up Aldo in 15 seconds, 13 seconds, and just said, yeah, I proved my point. Khabib can say the same thing. I proved my point. Why should I fight this fucking Irishman again? Makes complete sense. So Conor now is your traveling bear. So you've got Silva, you've got GSP, which I don't think he'll fight GSP. But those kind of fights, he might even fight Gaethje, and that would be a fucking psycho fight. But I think he fights the legacy fight with Anderson Silva. Anderson Silva retires. They fight in fucking Ireland in front of the biggest stadium there is. I have killed the chat room, and people bailed. We didn't come here for UFC talk, and I don't blame you. Fuck that. Well, good for you guys. I'm glad you're all taking off and nobody's commenting. I think I'm gonna wrap this up. Why not? That makes complete sense. Oh, hi, Matt. Yeah, you're nice to say so. That's fine. Can you see it's getting darker, by the way? All right, because that was a thing when I set up this camera. I was toying with the lights and the fucking blinds, and I opened the blinds because otherwise, see, Gio, remember I told you it was dark? This is what I look like with the light on, the blinds off or whatever. And then I opened the blinds and it made it much better. But now the sun is going down. It's America here. It's fucking not Pacific Northwest, but it's the Pacific time zone. Fuck. And so it's dark. So it's going to get dark. So I don't know if I'm going to have to like lean the fuck back into the spotlight, as Liana called it. I have no idea. So, yeah, so that's that, man. And so we set the webcam up and we're excited to talk through that. And I don't know, see, now this is the weird thing. Like you do these things every week, you should be able to bring the heat and wind up talking. More people are leaving. I'm going to wrap this up because people are leaving and that's totally fine. And I don't blame you. I'm boring the shit out of everybody with MMA talk. And I came in here and just was like, whatever. So you're nice to tune in, and I'm glad you guys joined me. I'm glad we debuted the webcam. We'll call this one the webcam debut. This one was the one where I came out to see if equipment worked, and it did fine, and all that is good. But yes, I'm going to drink some water here real quick. So, podcast, shift over to politics talk. I don't want. Wow, if you thought people were leaving before, it will. Sure, it will, Liana. No, it won't keep. That'll make people leave even fucking faster. Because I have, I have no hope. I don't have any encouraging, yay, and we're all in this together, and yay, let's all register to vote, and good things are going to happen. And I don't feel any of that is true, as you know. So I won't sully the stream with all that stuff. Show the kitchen. All right, I'll turn the camera around, and you'll be able to see the kitchen. But I apologize. The garbage can is full. Sal/Jill. And how pathetic it's, but that's now you're just grabbing a fucking straws. I'm showing the kitchen. I feel I need maybe I need to have a script for these things or a fucking play. I don't know. All right, we're gonna turn this around. Ooh, and I'll be able to watch with you. All right, we'll go here. Hey, there's my kitchen. Hey, maybe I do the stream like this now from now on. So as you can see, there's the sink. Where is it? Sink, stove. Back there's like a toaster oven. There's my fridge. Yoink. Over here. Oh, look, I have a candle going because I'm an adult. I have a candle going at all times now. I'm fancy. So there you go. That's the kitchen. And there's a cooler I bring with me when I drive. There's Mex on. Oh, you see Mex there? There's Mex. Watch. See him over there? One over here. There he is. It's a magnet with his face on it. There's a magnet of my godson and his sister. All sorts of stuff. So there you go. Hold on. And now we're coming back and we're doing this. It's funny, like all of this stuff we spent on camera placement, Gio. And because he's like, Gio's like, I don't want to see the corner of the wall. And I'm like, well, then if I don't, you're going to see the bookcase and whatever the fuck. All this, this seems like a lot of nonsense, quite frankly. I mean, I until I can get like a clip for this thing, or I don't even know. Let's see. Shift over to politics. The Bears. Oh, of course, the Bears is 204 Trevor. We got 21-12 Ranch Rush. I said Ranch Rush. We're to 21-12. It's very exciting. Show your kitchen. I did. We want you to stay. Well, you're very nice to say you want me to stay. The rice cooker in Keurig. Did I meet the Twitter guy for lunch? So cool. It's like when they show behind the cameras on TV shows and live audiences and stuff. Oh, Liana, you're super nice to say so. And I don't mean to make you guys chat. You don't have to chat. Sit there. It's my job to carry this fucking thing. And I keep acting like you guys got to give me fodder. You don't need to give me fodder. I did not meet Twitter guy for lunch. Oh, it wasn't Steve. I'll tell you what, if topless Steve goes up the stairs again, I'll show him to you. Oh, topless Steve. You want to see him. I never finished talking about him. So he's been walking around without a shirt like all the time. And in my head, I'm just like, is that I don't know if that's a spectrum thing, like, no shirts in October or whatever. I don't fucking know. But then he was out at the pool. I almost filmed it. Although he probably would have had his bionic fucking autistic powers and blown me up like scanners from the fucking distance. But I honed in. He was out at the pool reading a book, but he has to read out loud. So he wasn't just like, he was literally like the American government. And he was reading a book out loud to himself. But then he showed like a Ranch Rush. There you go. Thank you, Manny. You're super nice. Gio, I don't even know. Your balls are hot. Are you going with the Derek Lewis? My balls are hot, Gio? But he was reading the book out loud, and I got a sense of what it was like to be in his brain because he has to repeat lines. So like he's reading a paragraph out loud, and then he gets to a line, and he would say, and then the way they saw it, and then the way they saw it, and then the way they saw it was not the way it was seen by everyone. Like he would have to repeat a line to himself over and over to start over. And out loud, like that, like Carnival Barker fucking loud. He's got a foghorn voice, and he's at the pool. And look, I don't begrudge anybody. I don't give a fuck how scrambled your fucking brain is. Enjoy the sun, but you got a book and you're like kind of shouting it to the heavens. It seemed a bit much. Now I'm not going to say anything because, as we also know, they're preternaturally strong. I mean, they're like ridiculously strong. So they, as Spectrum guys. And so if you show up, I would get wrestled to the ground. You find a book in my ass. That's not fucking good for anybody. But now, in addition to his book learning and his singing, or I'm sorry, his reading, he's singing. He sings in his house with all the windows open. And when I say sing, I mean, he's not a singer. He can't sing, but I mean, it's like me when I'm sitting here yelling the Foo Fighters, whoa, whoa, like that. But I'm in the neighborhood. Maybe he's like kind of warbling. He's a man of constant sorrow is what I would call him, because he's singing songs like I can't even, like, for me, I can't even listen and go, oh, I know that song, or I know what this is, or any of that stuff. I don't know, but I have to. It's like, did I tell you the story about? All right, somebody needs to answer me when I put this. Geo, yes, you're very nice to say so, and you're lying. So hold on, the rice cooker and the Keurig were in there, and they're still in there. Actually, a new one is. I have the rice cooker that our listener Jamie bought for me, and then the Keurig I bought when Randy was going to start sleeping over, because I wanted to make sure that she had coffee, because I like taking care of ladies. And Matt, the Twitter guy, no, he never answered me. I wrote him on Twitter. I said, yeah, man, I would totally be down for this. And I'm talking about it on the live stream. And he never answered me. So now I think he might think I was making fun of him. Because, and look, 4 agreements, never make assumptions. Always do your best. Be impeccable with your word. I don't want to think that I did a wrong thing. And don't take anything personally. That's the 4th one, in case you were wondering. I was waiting for somebody to bust my balls. Where's the 3rd one? Hello, Nuka. Nuka. That's from an Ozzy Osbourne song. I don't know if you've heard that. He sings a song called I don't even know what the fucking name it is, but he says Nukia in it. Is it? No, it's not Miracle Man. Thank God for the Bomb. That's what it is. A song called Thank God for the Bomb by Ozzy Osbourne. And at one part where he goes Nukia, because he's going to nuke you because it's a bomb. But now instead, I will imagine that he's saying Nuka from now on. We're at 23 and 14 at 36 minutes. 36 minutes. Holy fuck. No wonder I'm running on gas. Not fucking having anything to say. Let's see. So just joined. Federowitz is here. Hello to you, Chris. Thank you for popping in. So Jill/Sal, the rice cooker and Keurig were in the kitchen on the countertop, and now there's a rice cooker on the countertop, and there's a Keurig. Is that also on the countertop? I think it might be. Yeah, I left them on the countertop. When I came here, Siegel was like, when they helped me like fucking paint and all that shit, Siegel's like, you got to put this stuff like underneath. And I'm like, nah, dude, fuck, you got to have stuff on the countertop. I still have my Vitamix there, which I want to start bringing back into play and start fucking grinding up everything in the goddamn world. Throw some bananas in there, some blueberries, make a goddamn smoothie, because I'm a smoothie king. Let's see. Whatever happened to the Bieber guitar? Liana, it is stored in my bedroom closet. Because again, I cleaned up this room. I went and I brought stuff to get framed. I brought a couple of movie posters to get framed, and I'm trying to figure out where they're going to go, because I can't put anything behind me, because again, this is the green screen for that, and this is the biggest wall kind of in the house. There's the living room wall over there, as you know. That's a big wall too, but at the same time, hold on, whoop, no corner, no bookcase, whoop, okay. Like, I'm worried if I put something, I'm going to have the other 2 movie posters I got framed. They're the Tarantino posters I think I talked to you about. One of them you guys bought for me in 2012. It's literally been in a cardboard fucking tube for 6 years. I was so happy to bring it in. And then I got a Hateful Eight poster. So they're going to get framed, and I don't know where I'm going to put those. I was thinking of putting like Mr. Blonde in the middle and then them flanking him, because they're smaller. So they'd be a little downset. And but also I want to get art, like a nice piece of art. And I think the art that I want to get is this. It's this thing by Jackson Pollock. Here, I'll show it to you. You can get a print of it. Why not? I'm going to show it to you because why not? It's called Blue Poles. Okay. And it's gorgeous. Where is it? Damn it. Hold tight. All right. I gotta find it. This is good radio, TV / whatever the fuck this is. All right. So, but it's a print and it's big, and I want to get it. I'm going to get it put over my couch, I think. So here, we'll do this. Okay, what the fuck's going on? All right, hold on. Is this? No, damn it! I apologize. This is fucking dumb. I can't find it. Who will be the judge of this? I don't know. I'll talk about. I talk about gun on the podcast this week, Mike. Hold on. All right, so Blue Poles is this. Damn it. All right, so the point, it's this right here. You can't even fucking see it. It's so stupid. Why did I even waste fucking 4 minutes doing that? Whatever. So the point is, I'm going to get that framed and put it above there because it's art. It's nice. I told you, I talked on the show a couple of weeks ago that art is kind of a thing for me. Like, I'm starting to feel images, feel a lot of colors, and it's so dumb. I know it sounds silly, but I will be honest with you. I was joyful that I found I liked these things. Like there was an artist I found from Germany, Anselm Eifert, I think was his name. His stuff is visceral to me, and there was some other stuff. It's just a lot of, I like a lot of chaos, but colors. But I just, like I said, I was told I like abstract expressionism, which I'm finding out about. So the Bieber keytar is in the fucking closet. I don't know what to do with that goddamn thing. I couldn't get rid of it. Gio loved the UFC talk, which is nice of you to say so. Murph, you're not, your name's not Nuka, and you are not on the second floor. But I do live upstairs from you, and I do think I've seen you before. Movie news. DC, Gun, MCU, Sony, Venom, big moves. I love you trying to do that shit. Oof, that sucks. Yeah, second movie. Would love to hear your thoughts on Gun to DC. All right, I talk about it on the podcast, but I'll talk about it here too. Make your own Jackson Pollock over your couch. Well, Tony, I think I know what you're alluding to there, sir. In my younger days, that would be like a 1 or 2 day project. It might take me it might take me a week now to make a Pollock above the couch. Did I talk about Mike on podcast this week without this microphone? Oh, I did actually. Where do you get art from? You can buy prints. Like I was looking, there are stores where you can go ahead and get prints. And then there's Amazon, of course. Like I saw that painting by Jackson Pollock, and I was like, whoa. And I said, well, there's got to be a print. But the thing is with the prints, like if you buy prints, because say that painting is at like the San Francisco Metropolitan Museum of Art. Well, they'll give you the print, and then it'll be this much of the painting, and underneath it'll say San Francisco Metropolitan Museum of Art, because they want you to know where you can see it. But fuck you, I don't want to put your advertisement in my goddamn living room. And I talked to either Mex or somebody else, and they were like, oh no, dude, the art dudes can crop that for you before they frame it. They'll just chop it the fuck out, and you'll just have the image, which is all I want. I don't want a commercial. Okay. I mean, if I want to do that, I just paint a Nike swoosh on my fucking wall. But I want that painting. So I'm going to find that. That's my next big, I saw a print for like $220. So I'm looking at that. It's on the list. It's way down the list because I need a Bluetooth printer, and I need a plant. I need all sorts of stuff. Oh, so I didn't even finish telling you. I got all domestic, man. I went to fucking Target on Monday. Here's what I bought. I bought a shower caddy because the old one, the old shower caddy. Like there was just stuff that was here that was functional that I didn't care about. Like it just, cause I could use it. And the shower caddy was on the fucking, up on the shower, but I didn't have anything in it. It just sat there. It had been here since Karen's time. It had been here fucking forever. So I would look at it when I'd take a shower, I'd turn around, I'd look at it, and I'd sneer at it like, you motherfucker. But you don't think to throw something away from your shower. And part of me almost would just rip it out and just fucking throw it over the shower wall during a shower, but then it's all wet and I don't want to be that guy. So I kept forgetting to do it. And then finally, the thing that made me want to throw it out, and this, brace yourselves, because this will sound crazy visceral. It had a ton of like lines in it, rust lines all through it. So it was like white paint, but the white paint was and so I can't look at holes or cracks in earth, because it makes me sick, like almost like, I mean, I can do it. I can look at them and be like, I don't like them. But if you look at really extreme, like there's this fucking meme that they do online where it'll be like someone's arm, and in the center of the arm, it'll just be a big thing, and it'll just be a million holes in their arm, like just a fucking, it's so disgusting. Like not even like a honeycomb, like much tinier holes. I don't like tiny holes. All right. That's my point. Let's put it that way. I don't like tiny holes. And I also don't like cracks in the earth, like dry earth cracks. Oh, dude, it makes me, it gets me to the point of nausea. I just can't look at it. So 2 weeks ago, I turned around and looked at that shower caddy. I'd never really looked at it. It was just there, because who opens their eyes in the fucking shower? I get in the shower, I pretty much close my eyes when I tip my head back and I put the shampoo in. Your eyes are closed the whole time. I know where everything is in my body. I know the order in which I'm going to wash it. I don't need to open eyes to fucking check it out unless I'm shaving. I open my eyes when I'm shaving because there's a mirror in the shower. But that fucking shower caddy, I finally turned around, and here's why I looked at it. Remember I kept doing our getthebutters.com, our friend Jerome? Well, he sent me a scrub that I had never used, and I found it in my cabinet. I'm like, holy fuck, because I was out of scrub. I have 3 scrubs, as you know. I use a mint scrub when I shave. I use a Kiehl's facial fuel wash, which our friend Ruben chimed in once and said he uses as well. And then I have a rotating 3rd scrub. Ha ha! Who am I? I'm the worst. So I want to find a crunchy scrub. I've talked about it on the fucking air. But fucking Jerome sent me this scrub, and I didn't realize what it was. I open it up, and it smells like coffee. But, dude, that's all it is. It's like coffee grounds and salt and like maybe walnut shells. I don't know what the fuck it is, but it's literally it's like It's almost like grape nut cereal. Like you got to scoop it out with your fucking hand. And it's a handful. It's not creamy at all. And you get a little water in it. And you got to do this, and you just fucking grind it into your face. So I like it. I've been using that recently. But the problem is when you rinse that off, like you're grinding and crunching, and it's fucking awesome. It's exfoliating, and that's why I look so goddamn good. Let's fade back into the spotlight for Liana. So I'm all crunching and do this. But then when you rinse it, again, your eyes are closed, you're rinsing, whatever the fuck, and then you got conditioner in your hair, you rinse that out, and you're getting done, you all the soap. And then I open my eyes, and there's fucking coffee grounds all over my shower. Like, because it rinses off because the shower head, so it's like they're stuck on the paneling, they're stuck on the wall, the tile, they're on the ground. And I'm like, that's not fucking good. So I have to then start with the fucking, catching the water and throwing it on the wall to try to wash the coffee grounds down into the goddamn drain. And they're all over, man. Because initially when you scrub it, they fall on the ground and they get, whatever the fuck, you don't care. But the point is that finally I was doing that, and then they were on the wall. So I went to go scrape them off, like flush them off the wall. And I got a real good look at the shower caddy, and I saw the rust lines. Oh, dude, it was awful. They were just monstrous. I mean, I can't even explain to you. It looks like just a bunch of little, it looks like a spider web in shower caddy form. Like you just get that weird thought of like, this. And spider webs can be beautiful. Shower caddies are not, and rust is not, and rust never sleeps, and whatever the fuck. So it's just hanging there, and I was like, I gotta get rid of it. So I went Monday to Target. I bought a shower caddy. I bought 2 new shower scrub puffs to use, and because I don't use wash rags. Jesus, this is a lot of nothing. This is a stream about nothing. I bought laundry baskets because I needed some new laundry baskets. I bought scrubbing bubbles because I needed those because, again, I talked about the fact that there was this citrus cleaner that was fucking awful. So now the shower caddy, it's a big one. Now I'm using it. I put all of my stuff from my shelves onto the shower caddy. I feel grown up. I bought a soap dish because I have on the sink, I have the dispenser for the liquid soap and a matching stone that your toothbrush goes on. And also a matching toothbrush caddy for it used to have Jill's toothbrush in there, then it had Randy's toothbrush in there, and now it has nobody's toothbrush in there. That's the loneliest sentence I've ever said in my life. Isn't that the saddest thing you've ever heard? It used to have Jill's toothbrush, and then it had Randy's toothbrush, and now it has nobody's toothbrush. And the reason mine doesn't go in there instead of being on the stone is because I use a toothbrush with a handle that's like this thick, like fucking, it's almost like using a big fucking tablespoon. Anyway, because it's got a giant round fucking bristle head. I don't like tiny holes, and I like big heads on a toothbrush. All right, if you're gonna take anything away from this goddamn live stream, take that, motherfuckers. 23 and 16. Let's get over here and see what everybody's saying here. All right, Liana, where do you get art from? I answered that. Rock and Roll Hall of Fame nominees? No, EC Coop. I did not mention that, but I did vote. I voted those guys. I will get to that in just a second. Let's go here. He was great. Ansel Elgort was good in Baby Driver. I do love Baby Driver. Blue Pools is cool, says Matt Henshaw. Exactly. I need something to go above my bed, but I don't know where to look. Liana, think of the art you like, and then look online for like that kind of art, and then you can find it at Amazon. There's always prints everywhere. You can, and just Google, if you Google art prints, I'm sure even in your area, if you wanted to go buy something, they got places that have posters and prints and things like that. You'll definitely find, but you got to just determine what you like. Or you can start just browsing the art on Amazon, like prints or something like that, or specific artists. Try to find an artist that you enjoy and then go look for their stuff. Wasn't my rug in my room? It was. That's Sal. That's certainly not Jill, because Jill would not remember that. Yeah, I ruined a rug. Like I can't even imagine the people who went down there. Like I said, it's what it was. I jerked off so much as a kid in that room, and just right off the side of the old fucking ship. I mean, I didn't even fucking care because I slept on a cot, man. I didn't have a bed as a kid. I slept in what was the size of a utility closet. I had a dresser with a little black and white TV on it. I had a card table that I could open up, and then I had a cot. And I slept on that cot, and it was, and also it was in the basement. There's no windows, so when you turn the light off, it was fucking dark. I mean, I sometimes I had to get a flashlight to find my own cock to jerk off. That's how fucking dark it was in there. So I'm feeling around. I'm like, oh, there we go. That's me. I hope. Feels like me. Yeah, that's me. So I'd finish and I'd lean over and I mean. Look, I apologize to Jill and Liana, who are the ladies in the room, but you're leaning off the side of the thing, you're hitting your dresser, you're hitting the fucking, I wasn't thinking, it was indiscriminate, man. I was the fucking Tony, what the fuck was it? Frank Nitti. I was the Frank Nitti of jerking off in that I just sprayed everywhere and didn't give a fuck what got hit. I just fucking fired a gun into a crowd. I was like some school shooter who just fucking fired. I was, you know what? I was the Dylan Klebold of jerking off when I was a kid. And I was 13 too. Instead of shooting my classmates, I just fucking glossed up my dresser and fucking ruined a rug. That's how I handled my business. Sometimes you gotta go lefty, sometimes you go righty. You gotta handle it any way you want to do it. When you're a kid, you're learning everything. You're fucking standing on your head. You're doing all sorts of crazy shit. Setting records, trying to go how many times you can in a night. I'm sorry about that, everybody who's a lady. All right. Geo, no, I don't think, so there's the, what was the Jackson Pollock? I don't think people need printers. I want a Bluetooth printer because sometimes I need a printer because I have to scan shit and send it. Like this year, 3 different times I've had to scan stuff for the IRS. I've had to scan other things, and you scan it and then you fucking mail it forward. And what the hell else was there? There was some other thing that I had to scan. Oh, and sometimes I got to scan stuff for Mex for him to Photoshop and do that shit. Like I've had to send him a few things on occasion. So, I mean, I don't know if I need a printer, but I mean, they're so much cheaper now. Because I mean, the printer I got now is just, it just doesn't, it makes this fucking noise where it just sounds like somebody's hitting it with an axe. I mean, it's just brutal. So who knows? So I want to get another printer. All right. So, a Lotus plant. Yeah. Oh yeah. I got it, Murph. Yeah. Lotus plant. Fuck it. No, thank you. That's kind of what I'm talking about is people put it's like a weird Lotus plant on an arm or whatever. And the Lotus plant is even bigger holes. Okay. But fucking, so I can handle a Lotus plant. It's when they make the holes like 1,000 of them. Oh, it just freaks me the fuck out, dude. I cannot stand it. So Lotus plant, like I've eaten lotus root, you know what I mean? And I know what it looks like, but that's bigger and I can sort of do that because it's almost like Swiss cheesy. So I can handle it. It's not like cheese makes me scared. Maybe it does. I don't know. I haven't tried. But as far as like, if you get those, like I'll show you one and you'll be so grossed out, dude. Those things with the little holes in the fucking dry cracked earth. Oh, I hate it so much. The earth doesn't want a part of me, Geo. I'll fuck the earth up. I've been stomping on the earth for fucking forever. I drive up and down all over the earth. The earth cannot do anything to me. I crush that earth. The shower, Paulie, dude, you have to shave in the shower. It's the end. I have a shower mirror that doesn't fog up. So like you fill it with hot water and then it just stays fucking normal and you just fucking shave. And then you just look at yourself from all angles and you're like, God damn, I'm a pretty man. I am a pretty man. And you're just fucking shaving and doing all that nonsense. It's just, it's the best. And it's to the point now where like I had to shave in Toronto before my show. And I've learned to shave in a sink in a decent way. And also I do my own hot towel treatment when I'm on the road. Or if I shave at a sink and you just fucking get a wash rag really fucking hot and wet and you just put it on your face and steam the fuck out of it. Dude, it's so awesome. I should start doing more of that at my house. I mean, I usually just shave in the shower and I'm okay, but I should do a hot towel here. But by the time I'm out of the shower, I just fucking throw on my little club man, boom, boom, and I'm ready to go after the shower shave. Let's see. It's less sad if you pretend they're still around but lost all their teeth. I don't know who that is. Liana, don't hire Mike. He'll take 2 days and it's not paint. Whoa, Geo. I'm not gonna look. I respect Liana as a person, as a woman, as a lady, as a human being, and I'm not going to subject her to that terribleness. She doesn't have to be subjected. 21 and 16. Let's see. Tapestries are cool for art, says South Philly Paul, and I agree with him absolutely. Wow, haha. Geo would look cool to blacklight, and by cool I mean, or if I know Murph, it would look cool. It wouldn't look bad because it might. You know what? It would be that thing where like you know how you ever lay on your back and just like look up at the clouds and you're like, ooh, it's a salamander. Like I mean, maybe I came in this fucking shape of the KISS logo. Who the fuck knows? All right. Everything you can scan, you take pictures with your phone. Swiss cheese only has holes because it frightened Mike. God damn it, Geo. Why are you backing up Swiss cheese? You're supposed to be my pal. You're supposed to be my friend. I don't understand why you're not my friend. No, are you really, Liana? You do not want that carpet square, believe me. Like I said, I can't even imagine the people who moved into the townhouse after we moved out, man. They must have just gone downstairs and thought there had been an industrial accident. Like, hey, did somebody spill an industrial waste-sized barrel of glue on the ground here? Because this rug is ruined. And I mean, it was, again, like I said, it wasn't all, I mean, it was out. It was just it was a swath. I cut a swath through that goddamn rug. I jizzed the swath through a Bolingbrook rug basement, a basement rug. I jizzed the swath through a Bolingbrook basement rug. God damn it. Geo did get his. It is not Ebola. Clearly not. I'm sure I have some things inside me, but Ebola is not one of them. But yeah, so Steven is doing his weird singing, and it's like I don't know whether to fucking tell him he can't sing and stuff, but it's weird because it's loud. Like, and I told you I have witnessed him go to a neighbor's house and pound on it with his fists and tell them to stop and yell at them. So I don't know, maybe he shouldn't be singing loudly. I don't know. Perhaps that's just me. I don't. And again, we know he could body slam the shit out of me because he's got that crazy ass backup strength, and I can't deal with that. I don't want to get my ass beat by a whistlehead. That'd be fucking terrible. I'm old, man. I can't fight anymore. All right. So Connor, what else was there? Someone else had a question. Was there something else I was talking about? Hold on. I don't know if I skipped somebody. Pollock. We'll talk about that. I think I love that they signed James Gunn. I think it's fucking hilarious, quite frankly. Good for him. Jokes are jokes. He got fired for bad tweets from fucking 4 years ago or whatever the fuck they were. Were they awful? Yeah. Was he trying to be a shitlord? Yeah. Was he trying to be edgy and funny and whatever the fuck? Yes. But he wasn't that guy. Like it's this thing where political correctness has been weaponized in such a way that they go after these people. But then if you go after, I don't want to turn this into this. All right. But the disingenuousness of people. Oh, and I bought a feather duster. That was the whole point of the whole thing. I bought laundry baskets, feather duster, the whole nine. I will use this example. Al Franken was a senator, and he was constantly a thorn, like in the Trump side and the Republican side. And then it came out that he had taken photographs where he was grabbing a girl's boobs and he was being silly and whatever the fuck he was doing. And they were like, "Oh my God, you hypocrite, you monster, you fucking," and they're all like, "Get out, you need to get out, you need." And then finally he went, "Okay, yeah, I retire." He resigned. He resigned after the photos came out, and he said, "I apologize," and he resigned. And then and Susan Collins, the senator from Maine, said back then that he should resign and no investigation, he should just go. Clearly the photographs prove everything. We know everything we need to know. Fine. And then this thing happens with this Supreme Court guy. He gets accused by one woman and then two other women. Now, the other two women came along. One of them is believable. The other one's with Avenatti, who's a fucking dick, and I don't understand why the fuck anybody gives him any press, but everybody's looking for champions at this point. And then just the way he acted at the fucking hearing, he was a dickbag. That was disqualifying to me. All of the he said, she said, the woman, the proving, all that stuff. Then the FBI wouldn't talk to her. They didn't talk to anybody of the witnesses. They didn't talk to his roommates. They didn't talk to anybody. And when people were saying he should step down, the Republicans were like, "Fuck you." And that's what they do. They say, "Fuck you." And he quits. And they make him quit. That's what I mean, is they storm, they go, "Fuck you, quit," and he quits. Now when their guy does it, we go, "Hey, he's got to quit." They go, "Fuck you. He's not quitting." And then they don't. And then they win. And they get what they want. And so I have no hope. None. It became football. Again, it became sports. This turned into politics, and I didn't fucking want it to be. Let's see. It says West Hollywood. No, it's not. It's Barbecue House. That's what it is. Thank God. Just get me to stop talking about the Supreme Court, please. No, it's funny that location is closed. The one in Venice is still open, and then they just opened one in Echo Park. And then I picked up Lenny at the airport, and he's just like, "Hey, you want to go to Baby Blues tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Eh." I mean, I love it, but I'm just kind of. They didn't change the menu. Like, they got the same menu, which is fine. Their food's fucking amazing, but it just wasn't. I'd much rather go. There's so many. I mean, Los Angeles is ridiculous. It's just. There's so many places to go in town that going to the same, just going to their new location and having the same food, it was just kind of, it wasn't for me. But I mean, they're all awesome and cool, and I love them. They're all my friends, whatever the fuck. How great would it be though if I had a Renee t-shirt? I don't think Renee has t-shirts, because I will tell you this too. I follow all these Instagram like restaurants, like there's a Ray's Texas barbecue and whatever the fuck, and like all of them are trying to sell me shirts. Uncle Paulie's Deli is selling me hats. It's like, dude, sell me a sandwich. Sell me some brisket. I don't need a scarf or a bandana. Nobody needs a fucking ascot from a taco house. I mean, Jesus fucking Christ. Concentrate on your art. Make your craft your craft. Don't fucking try to sell me fucking socks. I don't need socks from a barbecue house with a pig on it. The fuck out of here. I don't get it. That said, I'm wearing a barbecue shirt. So, but this was part of the uniform that you had to wear when you worked there. And you didn't really have to. I wore it like once a week. I don't know why it's important for me to tell you that I didn't follow the dress code. Yawn. All right. Well, I mean, we've covered what else did I? Oh, so James Gunn. So, dude, I think it's fucking fantastic. His tweets were stupid, but that's all they were stupid. They weren't disqualifying him from doing his work. He didn't really molest anybody. He wasn't involved in child sex. He wasn't all. He made jokes about it. They were stupid jokes. But don't apologize. Just go, yeah, man, I made those jokes when I was a kid, whatever. And now I'm a grown up and I grew out of that phase. He was attempting to be funny and controversial on a new fucking service that everybody else was using for the same thing. And now that he's a big deal, everybody wants to come after him because he said things about Trump. Like, it's so, again, there are people who say fucked up things all the time, and those people won't go after them because they're on their side. It's just this dumb fuck. And the same thing with, like, Kavanaugh's happening. They're all like, what about Keith Ellison? What about Keith Ellison, the DNC party chairman? What about him? What about him? What about him? Well, all right, clean your house and we'll clean ours. Get Kavanaugh out of there and then we'll talk about Keith Ellison. No, fucking Keith Ellison. It's all disingenuous garbage. And it makes me angry and sad. And then this report comes out yesterday that in 22 years, climate change will be untenable. 22 years. Now, I always joke that I've got 25 good years left. Now I'm 51, so it's 24. Well, it's good to know that 2 of those are going to be spent in a bio-globe trying not to die in 117 degrees temperatures every goddamn day. I mean, whatever. Nobody wants to hear about politics. Nobody wants to hear my fucking take on it, as indicated by the fact that we got 18 people. So James Gunn, I'm excited. I'm glad he's doing Suicide Squad 2. It makes complete and utter fucking sense for DC to scoop him up because, again, it's not sports. DC versus Marvel should not be like, whoa, DC, yay, Marvel. You should judge all the projects individually when they come out. It's just unfortunate that DC has put out garbage. Wonder Woman was good. Batman and Superman is terrible. I never watched Justice League because I was turned off because of Batman and Superman. And I saw Suicide Squad on cable and didn't hate it. But now him being involved, he's got all of the fucking bona fides of doing that kind of ensemble movie. And he's writing the motherfucker, so it'll be quick and a lot of quips and back and forth. I think it's great. And I think he should direct it as well. That's all DC should be doing. It shouldn't be like, because again, they entrusted Zack Snyder, the whole fucking universe to him. You got to have different voices. Fucking Taiki Waititi, or whatever the fuck, the guy who directed Ragnarok. That's a different voice. Marvel brought him in. The guy who directed Black Panther, that's a different voice. Marvel brought him in. The Russo brothers run the Avengers and they run all that bullshit. But I mean, everybody else, they go out and find the best and the brightest and they let them do their job. So if DC does that now, instead of having Zack Snyder do this overarching thing with every fucking movie and having the theme be the same, bring in other guys who bring their voice and lighten it up. And I think it's a really smart move for them to get James Gunn. I think it's great for him. And I would not be shocked to see him bring some of the guys from Guardians to be in the movie. I already saw a guy on Twitter. He mocked up Batista as Bane. And he said Bane should be involved because it's all villains and shit. And then someone was like, no, Batista should be Solomon Grundy. And I'm good with either. Let him, one of them or both of them be in there. I don't fucking care. I think it's fantastic. All right, we're going to wrap this up. We've done an hour. We've talked in circles. We've done the best we can as I talked about MMA and movies. Let's talk about this real quick. I've got the Joker clip that we just put up 2 days ago. Thank you to everybody who has watched it. You'll hear all this shit in the podcast too. Again, I apologize. I'm glad you guys watched it. Let's see. What would Pardo say about two ends, Ken Farrell? You'd say, well, don't be greedy, Ken. That's one end too many, sir. You ready for a Tarantino DC movie? I don't. You know what? I'm ready for Tarantino to do this fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood because he should just be doing movies in LA. I mean, I granted he got his war movie out of his system. He got his Western out of his system. I can't wait for this Manson movie. I'm excited. I want him to do fucking. He should be doing crime movies in Los Angeles. After he does Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, I hope he does a modern, again, like a Pulp Fiction or Jackie Brown, another modern story set in LA. Because this is, Woody Allen has New York, Scorsese had New York, and I think Tarantino has Los Angeles. And I think he should exploit that more often. He just knows it so well. It's in his fucking bones. And he should do more here. So I hope he does. That would be great. So the Joker thing, man, it's up there. And if you guys watch it, that'd be fantastic. If you have not watched it, because look, I don't know anything about algorithms. I don't know anything about people. Part of me I was going to wade into Reddit and put it in there somewhere, like on a DC page or a Joker page. It's funny because right now the video has 2 thumbs down, and a listener, a guy named Jason, who's a good guy, he's just like, 2 thumbs down. What the hell? Dude, when you open up this little world to everybody, you're going to get people who think I suck. You're going to get people who think Mex's art sucks. You're going to get people who don't like my take. And especially in the world of comic book people, they're going to come forward and they're going to be furious, or they're going to not agree with me, or they're going to tell me I'm stupid, or I should slow down, whatever. Once you open, because again, I want everybody to see this because I think it's really good. I think David did a fucking amazing job of putting it together with the art. I took the chunks from the show, I edited it together. It's 24 minutes, and I think it's a smooth listen. I mean, I think it's pretty streamlined, and it's me talking, Mex's visuals. I think it's, again, I can't stress enough how fucking excited I was when I saw it. Now, do I want everybody to see it? I do. Does that mean people might come in and again tell me I'm fucking terrible? Yes. Am I looking forward to that? No. Clearly I'm not. The same thing will probably happen when I do Twitch. When I start doing the podcast live on Twitch, or I start playing games on Twitch. I've already been warned by everybody, like Geo and everyone. They were like, this is the internet, right? I'm like, yeah, that's fine. And they're like, people are going to call you a faggot. I mean, they're going to do this over and over. I'm like, yes, I know it's the internet. They're like, you can't get mad. You can't fall for it. I'm like, I get that. I'm fine. I'm ready. You know what I mean? And if I'm playing Pac-Man and some guy wants to call me a cocksucker, so be it. There's nothing I can do about it. This is what I've waited my whole life for fuck's sake. I'm 51 years old. I could not wait to get to this age so I can play fucking Galaga and have a guy tell me I'm an idiot. That's really the pinnacle of my profession. That's where I've wanted to be my entire life. I did all that road work through the Midwest, hoping to be electronically heckled rather than personally heckled. Let's see. Tarantino truck movie. Yeah, he talked about that. Negative people on Reddit. I think there are, Chris, last I heard. That's okay. Good night, Matt. We're wrapping it up anyway, so that's fine. Matt, thank you for coming by, and thank you for posting on the Joker's page. You were looking forward to this. You're the coolest. I appreciate it very much. So thank you to Matt, and hi to Jenny. I hope she's good. What the fuck? Hold on. You know what? That is blue and pink, and that is beautiful, and that is really amazing that you would do that, Jeremy. Thank you. You're ridiculous, and I don't know why you would do that. Murph, your feed froze. Nobody likes that. Oh, dudes, we are officially at more likes than people. Yes, that's how I like to do my business. Thank you, Jeremy. You're the fucking coolest. I mean, that is really amazing. And I know your Seahawks are bumming you out, but hopefully this weekend they can come through with a win for you. And I will root that for you now, especially. So anyway, so the point is, if you've seen the Joker thing, leave feedback on the page. That's fucking great. Oh, my buffering? I don't want to buffer. That's no good. And now you get the fucking gummy dot in there. That's fucking uncool. I'm sorry to buffer. I didn't mean to buffer. Unless I Bruce buffer. It's time. That's me, Bruce buffering. I need a loud jacket. No buffering for Geo. Geo tells you right there. So anyway, go watch the Joker thing. If you haven't seen it, it's on the Facebook page. Share it if you can. Like I said, I'm going to put it in. I guess Geo might have done that. I want to put it on the Reddit, in a Reddit DC group or in a Reddit Joker group. Or a Batman group, whatever they do. They may hate it because I also don't know the algorithms. Like I don't know the sweet spot for videos. Geo says it's around a half hour, and let's see. Jeremy's donation clogged up the internet. It did, Chris. It made everybody freak out. They all just dropped. The whole internet froze because I just got a pink and blue combo at $50. That is amazing, Jeremy. Thank you so much. So I want people to see this fucking thing. I'm actually and send out an email blast. If you've been on the email list in the past, you're getting an email blast tomorrow, and it's going to be fucking weird. That's it exactly, Gio. They're struggling to process the cash. What is my internet? I have AT&T Wi-Fi. So I mean, there's a router right over there. See it? Right by Mr. Blonde's cock. And let's go this way. Hold on. And we got to get out of the corner there. All right. Hi. Oh, wait. Bookcase. Geo's important. Oh, there we go. So I have AT&T, although Geo's trying to get me to change because when I cut DirecTV, he's like, dude, just fucking whack them all over. Just even your cell phone and everything. He wants me to go to T-Mobile, I think was what his recommendation was. Everybody else in the world seems to think I should go to Verizon, but he's telling me to go to T-Mobile. Oh no, everybody's saying ugh, that's bad. I'm sorry. Well, here's the thing. I have an old building, Jeremy. I wanted to get like FiOS or fucking whatever the fuck all that stuff is and go super fast, but I can't do it. The wiring in the building will not support it. So there's nothing I can do. I've looked. I went to FiOS and some other really super fast one, and I tried to find it and it said we don't service that address. It can't help. Can't help it happen. Blah 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 blah. All right. Jill and Amir N for nasty, and one just isn't. Oh, Kenny Farrell, he's double nasty. Don't let him lie to you. He's got a pocket full of vodka and he's ready to roll. My connection is I don't know, so it's Wi-Fi, whatever the fuck that is. Yes, whatever. The router, I don't know. It's the ATT Uverse router, I guess. I don't know. Is that true? Egon, we're glad you're here. You don't need to watch the whole thing, really. This was a lot of MMA heavy and a lot of I actually talked about the Supreme Court for a bit. I don't know why I'm telling you not to watch. Watch it, Egon. You're the best. Thank you. I'm going to shut up now. Feed is frozen for Kenny, who's got a tight 10. It will support Spectrum and or Comcast. Rock solid over at Geo's place. Well, I apologize. Well, then I really should bail if we're buffering and all that bad news. I'm so sorry everybody is having bad things happen to them. But thank you, everybody who gave a dime and gave their time and gave a minute even of attention to this fucking thing. You're the coolest. If you haven't watched the Joker clip, go watch it. Share it with people. Share it with your friends. Like I said, I'm going to put it on Reddit. We might see a whole lot of people come in there and tell me I suck. Geo tweeted it and it didn't get a lot of traction, so I'm going to tweet it. I'm going to be tweeting it a lot, and it's going to be weird. And I'm going to apologize in Twitter too because it's just something I think needs to be seen. I mean, Mex's artwork is fucking classic. I'm really funny in it. And also I think I'm insightful a little bit regarding the Joker and the stuff I like. Feed still working. Pittsburgh has a direct line to Mike's. Damn right it does. Little black and gold through line that I fucking ran myself when I flew to Pittsburgh in 2015 and did a show in the summer. That was fantastic. Chris, you were there. Were you there? I think you were there. All right. So here's the deal. So the Joker's thing is there. Go, if you haven't watched it, watch it. Comment on it if you would. If you want to share it, that's great too. Whistlehead Steven, you think so? I think he's making bad things happen. I know, Chris, you were there. Exactly. He might be doing like fucking crazy mind powers from the top. Because that's the thing. Like I told you, I mean, he doesn't want me touching his groceries and shit. And he sings and he reads a book over and over. But at the same time, if he concentrates, this whole fucking thing goes up in flames. He's like a combination of Scanners and Firestarter. That's fucking bad news. That's why I try to stay. I steer a wide berth. I can't tell him he can't be reading the fucking whatever book that is out in the middle. Dude, seriously, put away My Pet Goat and go read upstairs. But he's reading out loud to himself right there. And I'm just like, all right, well, I'm not going to say anything because, again, fucking Whistlehead power. Deep fried gnocchi. Oh, dude, Chris remembers. And Chris, if you haven't seen the Joker thing, it's a Gnocchi Tots production, a Gnocchi Tots production. Don says Murph. Don, I don't know what Don is. All right. So watch the Joker thing. Podcast tomorrow. Short show, but a podcast nonetheless. But I mean, you came here and you got a show anyway. It's other people are going to be mad at the fact that it was a short show. A random question. How often do you listen to Howard? There's a typo from Murph. I'm so sorry. You know what? I'm in the car a bunch, so I listen all the time. I mean, it's like I'm not listening to old time. I can't listen when people are in the car. I will tell you that. Like if passengers are in the car, I won't throw it on. All right, I'll tell you this fucking story. I drove so stupid. I drove this happened twice yesterday. I had situations with old time radio where I wondered if a bad thing was going to happen. I was listening to an old time gunfighter show called Have Gun Will Travel. And then I picked up a young African-American gentleman named Andrew. And the plot of this show was there was a group of citizens who wanted to lynch a guy who they thought had killed somebody in their town. So there was a lot of talks about lynch mobs and lynching and get the rope. And I like the dude got in the car and I wasn't even thinking. Like, he's a young guy and he's into his phone. I'm sure it wouldn't have bothered him or whatever the fuck. But they said lynch once, and I'm like, all right. And they go, you can get a rope there, pal. And there's a lynch mob outside. And I turned the radio super fast because I'm like, this is just offensive, period. Like, I don't want to be. Because I will tell you this, I picked up another African American dude I picked him up at a strip club at like fucking 4:30 in the morning over the weekend. And he got in the car because I never know the answer to this. All right. Because I have the radio going. And I always give them the speech. Hey, man, whatever music you want is totally fine. Whatever you want to listen to. And they'll go, it doesn't matter to me. And so I decided to ask him because he was real cool. His name was Trell. And I go, Trell, I have a question. You don't have to answer it if you don't want to. He goes, shoot. I said, let me ask you something. If you got in the car and I asked you what you wanted to listen to and you said you didn't care, and I put a hip hop station on, would that be a judgment I was making and would it reflect badly on me? And he goes, yeah, probably. He goes, because you're presuming, he goes, I like all kinds of music. I like jazz, I like rock, and I like everything. I go, I understand, but what my goal is to make somebody comfortable the second they get in the car, but it's me making it a decision. It's not coming from a place of malice. He goes, no, I get that. I totally get that, player. And I said, all right, great. He goes, but you got to let people be people. And you can't just try to steer them into a certain place. And I said, absolutely, which is why I don't do it. But I've been considering it recently where I'm like, maybe I should do that. And he's like, nah, just do what you do. And I was like, great. And it was a typical thing of a white guy overthinking shit. And because again, he was like, because I'm listening to old time radio when he gets in the car and I'm like, hey man, whatever you want, whatever music is cool. And in my head, I go, well, I try to make people feel comfortable. So I'm like, should I throw on a hip hop station or whatever? And because I usually just default to the fucking house station, which is just, nobody's offended by house music. It's just this low key. It's called chill. The fucking station's called chill. Who the fuck's not going to like a station called chill? Some guy who wants to get in and have a rage fight. I don't know who the fuck that guy is. So, but I thought reaching out to him to ask that was fine. But then, unfortunately, Andrew gets in the car like yesterday, and the fucking lynch mob shows up, and I'm just in my head. I'm like, I just literally, I'm like punch, like trying to punch the fucking radio, even though it's on the steering wheel. I'm hitting the fucking radio trying to get it to shut up because they're talking about lynch mobs nonstop. So that happens. But then I pick him up on Olympic, and he goes all the way up Olympic, 6.5 miles to downtown. So then I get pinged downtown, and there's a guy at the Marriott. Let me take a look. Scandals and Fire Starter, Whistler Head Power. Exactly, Manny. Jill, Jill and Sal, because it's funny because I'm about to tell a story just fucking like that from last night. I drop Andrew off and I get pinged at the Marriott. So I go over and it's a Chinese dude, right? And his name is like Jing Guo. You know what I mean? He's got an X, he's got a G, he's got all sorts of bullshit happening. He looks like somebody dropped a Scrabble game. I'm like, all right, buddy. And so I even said, I go, Jingguo? And I think it was Zing. I think he pronounced the X like a Z in China. He goes, oh, Zingguo. And he's very, very heavy accent. So I asked him where he's from. He says he's from China. And I said, that's great. How long have you been in America? He said, I've been here 25 years. And then part of me is like, well, you might want to crack an English lesson because holy Jesus. But that's fine. Good for him. So we start talking. He's a very friendly guy. He's wonderful. And I just gave his real name. Not that you're going to look him up, I guess, but holy shit. So I get him in the car and I drive, and the fucking the Western, they're playing back to back from fucking Have Gun Will Travel. Paladin, the gunman, is played by a guy named John Daner, but he lives in San Francisco at a hotel, and he has a manservant named Hey Boy who's fucking Asian, and it's played by an actor named like Ben White. But he goes, oh, Mr. Paladin, you come down with me to go get tea set. We're going to put sugar cubes in the tea. Like he talked like that. So this Chinese dude gets in the car. I got Paladin rolling. I'm not even thinking about it. There's a knock on the door, and he comes in. He goes, oh, hello, Hey Boy. Pack my trunk. I'm leaving town. Oh, Mr. Paladin, Yuli Tanigan, where do you go? And I went, oh, man, how did you not know this was coming? Of course it's coming. So then this guy, of course, Andrew, the fucking black dude, didn't hear about the lynch mob. He didn't give a fuck. But Zingo, he's on point. So you hear, oh, Mr. Paladin, we must go and pack your trunk. Where you go, out of town? And the guy goes, what is this? And I'm just like, I'm sorry. It's an old Western show. It's from like the 1940s. He goes, oh, I think I like it. And I go, all right, I'm glad you like it. Is it okay to leave it? Would you like, because if you want music, that's fine. If instead if you brought a gong, that's fantastic too. And he's just like, I didn't say the gong thing. I'm saying it to you because I think it's kind of funny. And he just goes, no, it's okay. I like. I go, all right. I just want to make sure. And then and then Paladin has to go on an adventure, and then he comes back, and then he goes, and Hey Boy's like, oh, Mr. Paladin, you're back already so soon. And then he has a girlfriend who works there as like a laundry chick, and she comes in, she goes, oh, hi, Mr. Paladin. Mr. Hey Boy was wondering where you will be. And she talks like it too. And I'm like, nah, it's a double whammy. No, I just fucking double fucked this guy with a double Asian fucking offensive. You know what? It was an offensive Asian offensive. That's what it was. It was an offensive Asian offensive. And I just launched it right at him. But he was on board. He said he liked it. So, I mean, you know what? Pick your poison, man. All right, I got to leave. See, Manny knows who Hey Boy is. All right, I will leave you now with that. So that happened yesterday. So, and now I got to go back out and drive tonight. Who knows the fuck? I'm hoping, hopefully there will be a show about World War II on. I'll pick up a German guy and ruin everything. All right, so man, go watch the fucking Joker clip if you haven't. Podcast coming out tomorrow. I don't know about another live stream next week. I might, because Gio says to do hit and runs, but I mean, what good is a 15-minute thing? I mean, you come in and I'm gone and nobody cares. Scanners and Firestarter Whistlehead Power. Jesus, if this was a podcast, I would name it Scanners and Firestarter Whistlehead Power. All right, everybody. So I will announce if there's a stream. I'll put it on YouTube and I'll put it on the Joker's page and whatever, and we'll figure it out. But it's coming up. So hopefully the webcam was a success. And we started slow today, probably a little bit, and luckily we picked it up near the end. And thank you to everybody who showed up. Manny says 15 minutes is cool. All right. Tony says be safe. Absolutely. I will. Sal and Jill. And then Liana says have a good trip. I will. That's next week. KC is right. KC just wrote me. He's writing me right now on Facebook, even though he was in this room a second ago. Jeremy thinks the webcam was a success, and I appreciate that because I liked it too. And Gio, thank you for helping me set it up. Eventually, well, good, Paulie, I appreciate it. We'll have the like a green screen, well, something behind me, not just green. And Liana will lose your spotlight, unfortunately. But yeah, so I'll do a hit and run thing. Maybe I'll do some stuff from San Francisco. Maybe I'll do a live thing, like you said, from a monument or something. Gio, that's a good idea. So Pat did a fucking amazing job painting these walls, Chris. It's so good, and especially, you know what I really love? Again, look, leaving the trim along the top. How cool as hell! That's just fucking great. It was so smart. It makes it look. It just connects the entire room, colors or no colors. Whoop, no, can't do the color. Whoop, okay, no, not the corner. I'm gonna move this over here and this way. That's a good way to end me positioning all that bullshit. But yeah, that fucking trim, that's my favorite part, that he just didn't paint that to the top and whatever the fuck. That was so cool. Yeah, Tony, so OCD. Because I got to be in the center. I actually slid my chair over so I'm directly in the center. No corner, no bookcase. Yeah, I can't have you guys see any of that shit. All right, so yeah, if you want to share the Joker clip, please do. Podcast coming up tomorrow. Keep it up, bro. Looking good. Look at dudes. That's Pete Coelho, who I used to work with at Pacero's Pizza in Lisle, Illinois, a million years ago. And now, like, I knew Pete when he was like a young dude. He showed up at first, and he was just kind of like, hey, he was one of those guys who was happy to have a job and just really, he was like a bear in a Disney movie, just always happy, just kind of like, hey guys, what's going on, man? This is great, isn't it great? And he was a really friendly, young, cool dude. Now I go to his Facebook page, he's got kids. I think he bought like the pizza place for a while, and now he's got another gig going on. It's like, man, it's so funny what 21 fucking years will do to somebody. I forget it's 21 years because I know Pete Coelho. I knew him as a kid. You know what I mean? He came in to work at the pizza place. Like I said, just a big, friendly bear. He laughed at my jokes, thankfully, and he thought I was a good guy, and I thought he was a cool kid. But now he's a dad. He's a dad, and he's responsible. I remember that guy. He and I used to think of the dumbest slices of the day to make. Whatever we would make slices of the day that we wanted to eat. And then, sure enough, he winds up taking over the joint. So good for him. So hi, Pete. I'm glad you stopped by. That's so cool of you. I hope things are well with you and your family. All right. Again, now there's a lot of goodbyes. Jesus Christ, how weird is this? How can we miss you if you won't go away? All right. So I probably do another one next week. We'll see. Might be a short hit and run one. Might be one from, maybe I do one from Fearful Jesuits compound up in the Bay Area. Who knows, man? Maybe I'll catch a wayward monk on tape. That'll happen. That is Jill. And it was with our friend Keith, because Keith was the guy. I was being really funny at the drink machine and everybody was cracking up. And then finally, Keith got uncomfortable when I would do it because I would push the line. I mean, I would insult a guy's shirt or I was roasting people but having fun. I know my line. I know the limit. And sure enough, a guy walked up and I busted his balls and I got a big laugh. And then Keith goes, he's a comedian. It's okay. He's a comedian. And he gave that guy the perfect line. The guy said, don't quit your day job, because it was perfect. I was in an apron. How the fuck do you not crush me with that line? That was it. I was dead. Even though I was entertaining everybody, they thought I was fucking hysterical. Everything was fine because Keith was embarrassed because that guy got a little uncomfortable. He sold me out and that guy buried me, and rightfully fucking so. Why don't you take if a lob comes in, crush it over the fucking fence? And you know what happened to Keith? He jumped off an overpass and killed himself because of that moment. That's what happened. No, actually, it's a terrible story. And Keith is a wife and 6 kids. And I'm sorry that it happened to him. And he was a good guy. What a weird hairpin turn that was. That's what happened. He's a terrific guy. And I'm sorry for his wife and all of his surviving children. All right. Pete's never going to come back. So thank you. I'm glad you hung out. Like I said, short podcast tomorrow, but it'll be there. and I'm around and share the Joker clip, watch the Joker clip, say you like the Joker clip. And if you don't like the Joker clip, don't say you like it. It's okay. But I'm proud of it. And I think it came out really good. So I think I've covered everybody in the chat room. Manny, Tony, Jill, Sal, Liana, Jeremy, Paulie, Chris, and Pete. I did get you into the Funny Bone, Pete, to come and see me out. Oh, and Gio. That's fine. All right, everybody. Thanks. We'll do this again hopefully next week, but certainly the week after. Maybe I'll do a Halloween stream in costume. Would you like that? No, you wouldn't. How stupid would that be?